These are my fantasy football week 4 rankings. We're doing this every Thursday. Let's jump right into it. What's going on, fantasy football fans? I'm your host, Hussein the Brain, and you're watching the couch. A lot of people have said they enjoy these weekly rankings. I'm going to keep doing them. Some people said it's just soothing to listen to, kind of like a podcast. And some people hate these videos, and I just wanted to address those people. Like, they think I'm just having a bunch of names and just being lazy. And so I wanted to talk about my process just a little bit before we go into the rankings. So what I do is I start out with an expert consensus just to get the names, and then I totally wipe that out. I put in my rankings in there, and I use algorithms, I use matchups, I take everything into consideration, injuries. Then I hit record and I make my last minute adjustments on this video. I'm just one guy, there's no producers, I can't have notes for 200 players. And if you don't enjoy this video and you enjoy other videos that I do, that's totally fine. I do post these rankings, the written form, on fantasycouch.com. So if you want to just check that out, that's totally fine. They're there. I just wanted to make a video form of my weekly rankings. Let's start off with the quarterback rankings. Patrick Mahomes got to be number 1. That's easy. It's a no-brainer right there. Deshaun Watson, I'm leaving him at number 2. This should be a really good game against the Panthers. The man can run. He's got a ton of weapons, and now he's got a left tackle. What? You don't want to bench Deshaun Watson. 2 people have asked me today via social media, should I start Deshaun Watson or Phillip Rivers? I'm like, dude, you don't want to bench Deshaun Watson. Don't do it. Even though Rivers has a sweet matchup, it's not going to necessarily translate into a ton of points for Rivers. His upside is capped a little bit. And that's not saying that Rivers isn't going to ball out. He is going to ball out. Just saying the ceiling, not quite as high. This is interesting right here. Russell Wilson versus Lamar Jackson. And I'm going to go ahead and rank Lamar Jackson down 1 spot. This is a matter of trust. I trust Russell Wilson more. Amazing matchup going against the Cardinals. We know Russell Wilson can put the team on his back. He was kind of like a give it to Marshawn Lynch, play defense type of quarterback, and he got a lot of flack for that. And I'm a Niner fan, and I hear a lot of Niner fans talk. And when they talk trash about Russell Wilson a few years ago, they just said he hands the ball off and that's it. And it was basically true a few years ago. I knew Russell Wilson was good, but we've seen since Marshawn Lynch left and that defense is really not there. The Legion of Boom is completely gone now. Russell Wilson can put up MVP caliber numbers. He can put the team on his back, highest paid quarterback in the league. He can make it happen. And with Rashad Penny injured, Chris Carson fumbling every single game, literally, going against the Cardinals, a very bad defense, especially in the secondary, especially in pass coverage, and the Cardinals running an up-tempo, throwing the ball all the time type of offense, this should be a shootout. Kyler Murray has a great opportunity here, and Russell Wilson also. I think he's going to be throwing the ball out. He's going to be trying to make plays. My only worry with Russell Wilson, because the Cardinals are they're just not fully baked yet. They're not mature, right? They can make a lot of mistakes. So the Cardinals can really screw this game up, and the Seahawks might have a lead early, which won't bode well for Wilson. But still, he's got a good floor, very high ceiling. If the Cardinals are far behind, then it's not going to be as good of a game as you would hope. But let's talk more so about why I'm ranking Lamar Jackson down 1. So we talked about the trust factor. Russell Wilson's more proven. Lamar Jackson is the truth. I don't want to take anything away from him. Going against the Browns, their Browns defense is okay. Now, they're a little bit extreme. They do have some holes. But overall, they have a good defense, some good players, and Lamar Jackson, without Mark Andrews, is a different quarterback. Mark Andrews has a hurt foot, and he was maybe like nowhere near 100% week 3. Maybe he was at 50%. He was so hindered. Mark Andrews' health is directly correlated to how many passing touchdowns Lamar Jackson is going to throw. And I don't know if Mark Andrews is going to be fully healthy week 4. It's looking like he's not going to be 100%. He might not even play, or he might be around the same health he was week 3. And that's a huge concern for Lamar Jackson. I'm still ranking him number 4, so I'm still saying like he's a great start. He's going to be good. I just have Wilson, Watson, and Mahomes ahead of him, and I don't think I'm going to be ranking Lamar Jackson much lower. He's still great, and even if he doesn't throw a ton of passing touchdowns, we know he can do it on the ground. Probably could be the best running quarterback ever to play. Michael Vick is up there, but man, I don't know. Lamar Jackson could be better than Michael Vick. This guy is just insane. The way he just destroys NFL defensive players, I'm dumbfounded every week. Jared Goff has a great matchup. So do we... Man, I'm just seeing a huge bounce back week for Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to do it, guys. I really do. Jared Goff has a sweet matchup, though. Let's see. And we have Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is so safe. Let's just put him at 5. And Matt Ryan should have a good game, but yeah, we'll leave it at this because Goff has so many weapons, and I need Rodgers to prove it a little bit for me. So far, Rodgers' upside has been terrible. He's been doing good enough for you to win in season long, but not really what you wanted out of the second highest drafted quarterback. Just really not doing it. So he's got to get a little bit more chemistry with his receivers, get a little bit more comfortable in this offense. And the Packers D has been playing so well that they don't really need to throw the ball a ton because they can just run up the gut with Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams. Even if they're getting stuffed, it still makes sense. Usually the Packers defense has always been pretty bad. And even when it's been good, it's been more of a turnover defense. And this year, the defense is elite. So that does cap his ceiling a little bit. And the rest look pretty good. I think Dak Prescott he's to be much more trusted. I'm going to put him right around here because he's playing at such a good level. I would even consider Dak or Lamar Jackson. I think I would boost Dak up one spot if Mark Andrews was out. So this is going to really signify that, and I'm recording this Thursday. So if Friday Mark Andrews doesn't practice, I would swap these two. That's how big of a deal Mark Andrews is. Okay. Kyler Murray has an excellent matchup. Daniel Jones, a better rushing quarterback than Kyler Murray. Who would have thought that would happen, huh? That's pretty crazy. We'll leave him here. Like, I really like Kyler's matchup. I'm probably starting him over Brady, actually. That's pretty crazy, but yeah, I think he'll be good. Just hasn't thrown a lot of passing touchdowns. Not a guy you trust too much. I guess we can rank him as high as 8. And I wouldn't rank him any lower than 11. So he could go up here, but I'm going to keep him here. Just don't trust him quite yet. The touchdowns haven't came. It's been 3 weeks. He hasn't had a ton of rushing stats. Hasn't thrown a ton of touchdowns. I need to see it first. We saw it with Daniel Jones, and he has another matchup. You could say the Bucs are trash defense, this and that. But watching the game, he made some pretty impressive plays on the run. Like, they were getting after him. It's not like the Bucs defense gave up. They don't have a good secondary, but I do like their D-line a little bit. And Daniel Jones, he was really, really making plays. Compare Daniel Jones to Cam. Cam Newton just played them, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a week ago. And it's safe to say Daniel Jones did much, much, much better. So it's not a give. It is kind of a give me, but he did impress. And so I'm going to leave Daniel Jones one spot ahead of Kyler. I don't really trust Rudolph, but this could be a really good game for him. Let's move him down a spot. And I kind of like Winston here, but with Godwin not practicing Wednesday or Thursday, I'm not going to rank him any higher. I'm actually ranking Stafford right here in what should be a shootout. The Lions should air the ball out. Let's see what Stafford could do. This is a home game for them, so they'll be playing in the dome. Stafford should be comfortable. I can really rank him right here as well. Stafford could be ranked number 8 this week. He can go that high. Shoot, maybe even 7 or 6. That's his upside. But it is the Lions. They're a little bit messy. I know they're undefeated. 2 wins, 1 tie. Let's see what he can do. I'm giving Stafford enough respect, I think. I'm putting him ahead of Wentz, putting him ahead of a lot of guys. And Brissett, this is a great matchup for Brissett. But with T.Y. Hilton, I expect T.Y. Hilton to be out. That's going to severely put a damper on Brissett's upside. It's going to be a lot of Marlon Mack, maybe sprinkle in a little bit of Nyheim Hines, a little bit of Jordan Wilkins, and it's going to be a lot of tight ends going here. Will it be an Ebron touchdown? I'm banking on a Jack Doyle touchdown here. He's going to use both the tight ends, going to use 2 or 3 running backs, and that's pretty much it. I don't see a big game from Brissett because I'm expecting Hilton to be out. Now, T.Y. Hilton did play last week. He had a quad strain, I believe it was, and he re-injured it, and so he only played a little bit week 3, then had to sit out, and now I think he's going to rest. I think it's kind of dumb if they force him to play again. So I see him missing week 4, and let's see if he does play the following week. Case Keenum also has an injury. He was not limping today, so I think it's a foot injury. So that's good news for him. Man, is it messy? And God, I don't trust any of these guys. I'm going to put Josh Allen right here. Now, Carson Wentz, if Deshaun Jackson was fully healthy, you have the right to hate on me, but he's not. So I'm going to leave Carson Wentz right there. And let's move Brady up. I want to move Brady right here, right around here. Number 14 again. Oh, man, that's a tough one. He's going to throw the ball a lot. I think Brady has some upside. His floor is not great this week. With James Devlin out, I see a lot of James White, a lot of Burkhead, Edelman if he's healthy. He should play. Josh Gordon, Dorsett. He should be airing it out. Not necessarily throwing a ton of deep passes. He'll probably will throw some deep passes, but a lot of those short passes. Edelman, James White, if he can. Yeah, right around. Josh Allen has that rushing upside, so we'll leave him here. Patriots should have a lead in that game. Okay, that's looking good. And Case Keenum's an excellent streaming quarterback if he's healthy. Let's put Mariota up one spot. I don't like Marcus Mariota, but this is a great matchup for him. Falcons defense is horrible. Could be a bit of a shootout here. We've seen Mariota put up good numbers from time to time. I like Dalton a little bit more. And that's looking okay. Colts defense should ball out. We'll get to the defense in a little bit. Mitch Trubisky's not low. These guys have some tough matchups here. And that's about it. Yep. On to the next one. This video is sponsored by Drafters. You can head on over to drafters.com and they have an excellent free roll for you this week in their Rank'em contest. Go ahead and head on over to Drafters and then play in this free roll because it's absolutely free. The Alvin Kamara signed mini helmet Rank'em contest. It's super easy. All you got to do is go there and rank your top 10 players and have a chance to win. There you go. This Alvin Kamara mini helmet that is signed. I'm definitely entering in this. I hope I win so I can put this in the background of my YouTube set. And if you hurry up and get there on time, they do have Rank'em contests for Thursday and of course Sunday. And we're going to go ahead and enter one of the Thursday Rank'em contests. Okay, let's enter this one right here. $1.10 entry for the Thursday night showdown. Rank'em Packers versus Eagles. And all you got to do is select your top 10 players. The player you select for the number 1 rank spot is going to get 10x the points. So if they score 10 points, 10 fantasy points, they're going to get 100 fantasy points. And the player you rank 10 is going to only get 1x. And so if they score 10 fantasy points, they'll only get 10. And then you have 2 reserves just in case something happens. Now, this is a GPP, or some call it a tourney. GPP stands for Guaranteed Prize Pool. So you do want to probably try to have some players that are contrarian, not a player that's going to be, not everyone's going to pick. For example, last week I won first place because I had Taylor Gabriel ranked in the number 2 spot, and nobody in the entire tournament and the entire website had him ranked top 3. So I rose to the top quite easily. The week before, I had Christian McCaffrey ranked number 2 actually, and Chris Godwin number 1. I didn't win first place, but I came really close because nobody in the entire tournament had Chris Godwin ranked ahead of Christian McCaffrey, and it worked out. I just had some other poopsie picks that didn't allow me to finish in first place, but I got pretty close. So you do want to have those players that differentiate you, and let's see what we can do for this Thursday slate. Everyone's going to have Devontae Adams, and so I'm probably going to enter multiple times, and I'll probably rank Devontae Adams first in a couple of my submissions, but I want to show you one that's a bit more contrarian. So let's go with Zach Ertz number 1. He should get a lot of touchdowns. The Eagles should throw the ball in the 4th quarter. Let's go with Aaron Jones. He'll score a lot of touchdowns. Packers defense will play good. Running back will get some goal line opportunities. And then let's go with an MVS, Devontae Adams. Let's go with Aguilar, Alshon. Let's put Sproles ahead of Sanders, even though I'm a big Sanders fan. And then let's go with Hollins, Sanders, Jamal Williams. I like that a lot. Is Goddard going to play? I think he is. Let's go with Goddard, Allison, and that's pretty good right there. And that's one of my entries. I'm probably due maybe 5 total entries, something like that. And just submit that. If you've never played on Drafters, it is a site known for weekly and daily live snake drafts, and also the new Rank'em contest, which I like for these tournaments where you can enter for super cheap or sometimes even free and win a big prize. So head on over to drafters.com. Use promo code COUCH. When you deposit $20, you'll get a $20 bonus match. Again, head on over to drafters.com and use promo code COUCH. Now let's go to the running back rankings for week 4. Is this roller coaster ride going to continue with McCaffrey? I got him ranked high. He does bad. I got him ranked a few spots low. He does good. I'm going to leave him at number 1. Great spot to rank him. And everyone knows I don't like James Conner in season long, but this should be a huge bounce back week for Conner. Oh, man. Zeke, man. I got to rank Zeke way higher, actually. I'm going to go put Zeke at number 2. David Johnson could have a big week against the Seahawks. Fournette bounce back? Maybe not. Let's go with Mac. Right here. Great matchup against the Raiders. Colts should be able to win that game by a significant margin. Wow, our running back's super messy this week, or what, man? My God, Rashad Penny's still hurt. Todd Gurley's setting up for another bust game right here. I'm actually going to rank Joe Mixon ahead of these guys. Fournette could have a bounce back game, but I don't really trust it. So I'll put him here. He just hasn't been that good. Like, this is set up to be a good bounce back game if Fournette was a great running back, if we could trust him somehow. Let's move Carry On right here. And Devontae Freeman's a bust, like I've been saying. So far, Derrick Henry, I trust him way more than any of these guys. Let's move him up here. Against the Falcons, I don't think they'll be able to stop the run, man. I don't think the Falcons will be able to stop anything this week. So a lot of rushing touchdown opportunities for Derrick Henry. Touchdowns are always king in fantasy, no matter if it's non-PPR or PPR. Mark Ingram, he's a baller this year. He is an elite running back when it comes to fantasy this year. Let's put him right here at 8. The only reason I have Chubb ranked so high is he just doesn't have any competition with Kareem Hunt suspended. So he'll have his opportunities. I know the matchup's not great, but opportunities are key when it comes to running backs. He's the goal line back. He's the every down back. And the Browns have been getting a lot of flack. They're not that good, but they're not atrocious either. They can get some fantasy points. Odell owners aren't too disappointed, and Chubb owners aren't too disappointed. Trust me, if you're disappointed, go try to get like who's doing bad, like just really anybody, like Devontae Adams, or Saquon Barkley, who's hurt. There's a lot. It could be a lot worse. Trust me. And wow, running backs are just so messy. Aaron Jones, man, don't disrespect Aaron Jones. Let's rank him up a few more spots. And actually, I'm going to move Lindsey down here. Chris Thompson, good, man. This could be a sneaky start in PPR leagues. Or in DFS, if you get full PPR. I see him having a good game. Just not really someone I trust, though. Not a high floor. Kind of a high ceiling, and lots of ways to get there. A big play, or lots of targets and receptions. So 2 ways to get there for him. Drake, I don't trust you. LaShawn McCoy's hurt. I'm moving David Montgomery up a few spots. Let's move him up right here. And let's move Wayne Gallman up a couple spots. Wayne Gallman's a good start this week, but he's just really not that talented. I did spend a lot of FAAB on him, and a couple of people are surprised. In one league, I spent 100% FAAB on him, and I know what the deal is. I know that all that I put into it, that bold move I did when I spent $100 out of $100 on FAB, could amount to 1 win. So I believe I'm paying for 1 win, and at most I'm paying for him to help me win 3 games. And that's exactly what I want. That's fine. I own Saquon Barkley in 4 out of 7 leagues. I need 3 wins. If I don't get these wins, and what am I saving my money for? So there's 2 reasons. So if I can just get 1 win or 2 or 3 with Wayne Gallman helping me, because he's going to help me. Right, he's not the best running back. Like, I get that. He's not an RB1, but I think he's a low-end RB2. He's going to help me win. If I'm able to get those 3 wins, that should be enough to help me, to catapult me from not making playoffs to making playoffs. Now that I'm in the playoffs, I got Saquon Barkley. hopefully 100% healthy far before then. So now I'm in the playoffs. I got Saquon Barkley, and why I spend 70% of FAAB in some leagues or 100% is because once you got like $5 left or $10 left, you'll never get that big waiver claim. So if I'm spending 50% on a guy that I absolutely need, I might as well go 70% or 100%, guarantee that I'm going to get him, because if Zeke gets hurt next week, I'm not going to be able to get Tony Pollard anyway. If I have $30 out of $100 left, I'm not getting Tony Pollard. Someone's going to bid at least $31 FAAV. Like, I'm not getting him. No way. Same thing with any other running back. If a top 5, top 10 running back goes down, like Dalvin Cook goes down, I'm not going to be able to get Alexander Madison. Thankfully, I already have him in a couple leagues, but I'm not going to be able to get Madison. If I have 30% of the FAAB we started out with, I'm not going to be able to get him in a 14-team league. It's not going to happen. So that's why I spent up and got Wayne Gallman. I know the deal. He'll probably be all right this week. He'll probably be okay the next week. You know, like he'll have 2 or 3 okay games. They'll probably sign another running back. I'll be endangered of Wayne Gallman losing his job. That's fine. But as a Saquon Barkley owner, you have to realize that you're almost indefinitely you're going to lose. You're definitely going to lose probably. You're not going to make playoffs. So I'm going all out and getting Wayne Gallman. There's no guarantee there'll be a better waiver wire gem in the next 2-3 weeks. And if you're 1-5 or 0-5, it's probably already too late anyway. Got to go all out. That's my FAAB rant of the day. And this is all pretty messy here. It's a bunch of injuries and a bunch of weird stuff going on. Who knows what's going to happen? Tariq Cohen filmed Kyle Long's butt cheeks and a little bit more. I don't know. Is that a curse? Probably. Let's move James White up with Michelle struggling and James Devlin out. Let's move him up here. Okay. I don't like Tariq Cohen. Let's move him down actually here. And Justin Jackson's a real sneaky start. He's guaranteed to have a role. He'll definitely have a role in this Dolphins game. We expect the Chargers to be up. Why give Eckler, all those snaps and risk him getting injured or getting hurt? Definitely a good game script and good matchup for Justin Jackson. This is going to be the 1 week I start Justin Jackson. And then after that, he's probably not worth anything. Yeah, Sony Michel's not looking good, man. I just wouldn't start him in PPR leagues. Just not good. And we'll see what's going on. So a lot of these are based on injuries. So let's see what's going on with Singletary. He did return to practice. Singletary's injury is minor. Now they might decide to hold him out for precautionary reasons for week 4. But if that's the case, I do expect him to be back week 5. He might even be back week 4. So I'll update this on my website, fantasycouch.com, based on injuries. Okay, wide receivers. Keenan Allen, number 1. Ooh, this is tough. I'm going to... put Hopkins number 1. Keenan 2. This looks pretty good here. Sammy Watkins can have a huge game. We'll see what's up. And I have a bigger trust factor for Julio. Not the best matchup, but does it really matter? Like, he's got to be covered by just like the best cornerback in the league. And who even is that? Is it going to be Patrick Peterson? Probably Stephon Gilmore of the Patriots. Like, he's got to have one heck of a corner covering him for me not to trust him. And so I'm going to put Julio up to number 3 just because he's that good. I know the Titans D is good, but I don't know if they'll be able to stop Julio, man. And that's looking pretty good. Chris Godwin is hurt, though, so we're going to have to put him down a few spots. We'll put him at 18 for now. And Let's move Mike Evans down a spot. Let's move Christian Kirk right here. And yep, right around there. And Tyler Boyd should have a pretty good game against the Steelers. Let's actually move these guys below Cup. And let's put Godwin here for now, just because of the injury. If he's not injured, he could be a top 10 wide receiver just because of the volume he gets. He has a hip injury, didn't practice. And that's looking pretty decent. Galladay always has that upside. Sterling Shepard has Danny Dimes now. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Yep. Okay. On to the next one. Tight ends. And I really like how this is ranked right here. Mark Andrews going down a couple spots because of his injury. Man, this injury is really killing him, man. Foot is big for a guy that's catching the ball and running routes. My God. And let's move Ebron down one. But this looks pretty good. I'm pretty confident in this right here. My favorite positions, defense and kicker. Let's reverse engineer this thing. Let's start from the bottom. Two teams are on bye, so yeah, 30 defenses on here. Dolphins, Lions going against the Chiefs, Buccaneers going against the Rams. Bills are not to be trusted, that's for sure. And Eagles D, wow. The mighty have fallen. Yeah, just why would you start them in Green Bay? That's not good. Actually put the Saints down one. Giants D could be okay in deep leagues if Case Keenum were to be out or just really or injured. I mean, not one you're going to actually start. I think we're going to have to boost the Jaguars D. So let's boost him there. Boost him here. Boost him here. How far they're going to go up? Right there. And let's put the Steelers down here. You know what? I really don't trust the Steelers D. So let's actually rank them right here. Yeah, it's pretty much rank 17 and below. I hate all these defenses. That's what it's looking like. I mean, I don't even like the Steelers. You rank 16 or below. The 17 is really bad. 16's bad. And then 15 and up, it gets kind of better. 15's pretty bad too, I guess. I guess they have some upside, though, with Teddy Bridgewater playing. And then top 14 should be looking good. Washington defense got to go down, man. They've just been absolutely terrible. They do have some upside, though. Let's put them here. And I like the Packers D just about every week. Vikings D is good. Ravens D. Let's put them here. I do trust them. I do have some trust in them. Let's move Seahawks D right here. Actually move them below the Cowboys. Yep. And Chargers D number 1. Patriots D number 2. Let's put the Jaguars D number 3. Rams D. They have a ton of upside going against famous Jameis. And Falcons D's got to go way down. They're not going to be able to stop the tight ends at all. Let's put them here, right below the Steelers. Like the Colts D as a streaming option quite a bit. Let's put them there. And Bears D, I actually like them a lot. Like a lot. They could be number one, man. These three should be absolute beasts this week. Patriots going against the Bills. Bears going against the Vikings. I do like the Bears more than the Patriots. And then Chargers going against the Dolphins. I like the Bears so much. I think because Kirk Cousins has been so bad, they just caused so much disaster. I'm going to put the Bears number 1, Chargers number 2. And I like the Vikings D too, man. They can stop Trubisky for sure. So let's put them up right here at number 4. Okay. That's looking good. I like my top 7. And Broncos D is not to be trusted. Let's put them here at 11. Texans have a lot of upside, but we'll see what Kyle Allen can do. Christian McCaffrey's a baller. Ravens have a little bit more trust in me than the Texans D. Packers D is just balling every week, man. Let's see what they can do at home against the Eagles. No Deshaun Jackson. Eagles team's been a little bit suffering since they lost that Super Bowl. Not quite been the same team they were a year and a half ago. And we're set with the defenses. Kicker. My favorite. Justin Tucker, number 1. So many uncertainties and things that can happen. But what I do know is the Ravens should be able to get in field goal range, should be able to get in the red zone. And that's a lot of opportunities for Justin Tucker. Mark Andrews is the passing touchdown man. And he's not 100%. So I'm going Justin Tucker, number 1. I'm going Harrison Butker. Actually, we'll leave it at that. Greg Zuerlein is... The Rams should have a lead. Rams should be able to move the ball well, score a ton of points. If they don't get touchdowns, it'll be field goal. So Greg Zuerlein should get several extra point and field goal opportunities. Let's leave it at number 2. Number 3, I do like Butker, and that's in a dome as well. This is dome. Both these two. Gostkowski at 4, that's perfect. Should be a bounce back game for Kyrie Fairbairn, who didn't do too well in week 3. Missed a couple field goals, but Mason Crosby has that sweet matchup. And oh man, Jason Myers has a sweet matchup too, so let's put him up here. Brett Maher has my trust. Oh man, he is just so trustworthy. Let's put him right there. And so all these kickers I just really like. And I'm going to go ahead and move Matt Bryant up. Let's leave it right there. Matt Bryant has a good matchup. And this looks pretty good. Aldrick Roses could be a nice add, nice streaming options. I actually don't trust Lutz. So put him here. And put Prater here. So Aldrick Rose is making his way into my top 10. I think Adam Vinatieri will bounce back. Well, he kind of did bounce back. A good matchup against Oakland. Let's put him right here at 13. Jake Elliott, let's put right here. Michael Badgley, is this guy hurt? Because this guy could be top 5. I would put him in my top 5 if I knew what the deal was up with him. I think they're having their punter kick again. What's his name? Tylon? Yeah, Tylon, the punter, who's not been that good. Michael Badgley is really good, but he's injured. I don't know what the deal. It seemed like he was going to play last week, but now he's not practicing this week, and I don't know if he's going to play week 4. Dude, I don't know. Let us know. I like Josh Lambo this week going against the Broncos. Let's put him up right here ahead of Boswell. Are there any kickers that I'm missing that are going to ball out? No, Bengals kickers always suck. Tylon will boost you up a bit if you're starting, but hopefully you're not. Daniel Carlson, kind of gross. Very gross. Cairo Santos, okay. Okay, it's looking okay. These guys are definitely not starting anyway. Yeah, don't start Brandon McManus this week. Hopkins, not a bad start. So we'll put you here. We'll put Hopkins here. Yep. That looks pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. And we'll put Zane Gonzalez here. So Zane Gonzalez and up, you can start any of these kickers. Top 18 and probably be good enough for you to start. Make sure you guys do check out drafters.com. At the very least, enter in that Alvin Kamara mini helmet contest. It's absolutely free. Just rank your top 10 players. Boom, you're in. And if you do go to drafters and deposit $20, you'll get a $20 bonus. Just use promo code couch. Make sure you guys subscribe to this YouTube channel here. Just hit that couch icon. We also have a second YouTube channel, Fantasy Couch Podcast. Subscribe to that as well. We go live right after Thursday Night Football. Like this video if you enjoyed it, dislike if you did not, and I'll catch you on the next video / live stream.